Hey there, I'm Joel, and for the message challenge on DevPost, what I wanted to do was create a connector that goes between Zapier and Message. The reason for that is because I was reading through some of the white papers around the message service and the company's creation, and it mentioned that Zapier is an existing service, but actually not necessarily a competitor because they can actually connect the services to take the ecosystem that Zapier has and use that in Message. So what I did was I built a Zapier app that I'll show you on the Zapier side. And then I also built a service, a message that connects a message application to Zapier as well. So you can go out to existing applications that are on Zapier, fetch data, and then bring that back into your message application. So let's do a quick example. What I've done is, if we take a super quick look at the code here, we're going to start by listening for a webhook event. After we get the webhook event, we're going to go to Zapier, get some information. We're going to be sending some information into Zapier and then giving some information back. And at the very end, when we get the information back from Zapier, we're going to send a message into Slack. So the first thing I want to do is go into my Zapier account and let's create a new Zap. And as you can see here, I have the message application and new message account. Now I've added my account here, and let's go ahead and message for Slack. Now that allows you to differentiate messages between services. And so you can see this is actually the example data that is presented, so you can structure the rest of Zapier. Let's go ahead and add, let's continue with that guy, and then add a second step here and do message again and respond to the initial request. Now, ideally, what you would have is a medium steps or intermediary steps that would go out to other services and grab data. For this example, I'm just going to respond back because I don't have a paid Zapier account. Let's use the ID that's provided in the trigger, and then data, I'm going to go ahead and use the beginning. And I'm hard coding this, but you really could provide anything that you want there. And let's go ahead and put in the signature. Perfect. Awesome. Send test, that should work. Finish. Okay, great. Let's turn this on. And then let's bring up two things. I have my Slack organization here, and then also my terminal as well. And so what I'm hoping will happen is that I'll make a post out to the webhook. This will go to Zapier, get that information, bring it back into the message application, and then post the message to my Slack. And as you can see, it actually did that, right? And so these were the parameters that were provided from the message application. And then this is the dynamic content that came back from Zapier, right? And so, of course, this is an easy example, but you really can extrapolate this to bringing back information from almost any source that's on the Zapier ecosystem. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Some challenges I faced were kind of building the Zapier app took a little more work than I thought it was going to, but it was also kind of fun in the process. And then also the SDK working with the message on Node is fairly good. I didn't have the execution ID as part of the SDK, so I had to keep the callbacks in memory. So when if Zapier takes days to come back, you kind of risk the service going down and then losing that information in between. But for the time being, I think this is a really good proof of concept. And thank you for watching.